Greetings, gamers! I've been working on a new game called Incoming. Incoming is a 3D VR missile defense game. Protect your cities with a wide assortment of defenses against waves of warheads, bombers, zeppelins, and epic bosses. Wishlist today on Steam. Link is in the description. Greetings, Starfarers, and welcome to another episode of Starfield. I am Cobalt Thorium.
Yes?
What's this guy?
Forgive me, I am tired today. Vindicator.
Vindicator.
They call me. What a stupid name. Alright, that's Andrea. This guy's probably...
I need to get it together.
Yeah, let's talk. Let's chat. Talk to me.
If you need assistance, full disclosure, I am not a healer. I
You're
am a
gonna need a healer in
volunteer,
a
so
second.
if that makes you uncomfortable, you may be better served by Hanton Irara at the Halls of Healing. If she is available, that is.
It's noble of you to volunteer during this time. Or I'm not sure how comfortable I'd be having a volunteer as my doctor. Well, don't doctors volunteer their time often? But if that is not the case, then yeah, I would be uncomfortable with that. Let's go with that.
Exactly. I am no doctor. What I am, however, is out of my depth.
No kidding.
Forgive my negativity. I should not say things like that. Seems my bedside manner is wanting.
Maybe it'd be best to let the professionals handle things. Or I'm sure you volunteering has made a huge difference. Well, it depends on what he's doing. You know, if he's doing like nurse duties, maybe it doesn't matter as much. I don't know. Yeah, let's go with this. Maybe it would be best to let the professionals handle things.
I am conflicted. Sometimes all I want to do is give up and go away. Other times I feel I would not be able to forgive myself.
So you aren't a healer by trade?
No. I was a veterinarian. I would
That's the type of
provide
healer,
care
I
for the
suppose.
farmers' growths, but that seems like a lifetime ago. A human is not a growth, of course, but my veterinary skills have proved useful enough.
Well, that's not quite as different as I thought. Like when he said that he was not a doctor and that he was a volunteer, I thought that they meant he was like, I don't know, like moving crates, not like...
I am sorry, but I do not have time for this.
All right, what is this place?
This is the aid tent where we treat those from the refugee camp. So many people have lost their homes, and the halls of healing can only hold so much.
Why are you so hard on yourself?
I try not to be, and most of the time I am not, but at times, the gravity of the situation becomes a bit much for me to take. Our work is never ending. You help one person, 5 more require your assistance, and then 10 more after that. How much of a difference am I really making? Me, a volunteer. Maybe I am just getting in the way. There I go again. Those negative ramblings are not doing anyone any good.
All right, I guess that's all he's
Back
got to say.
into the fire.
So just some flavor conversation there, I
I
suppose.
pray that the Great Serpent will deliver us from our
Man.
hardships soon.
These guys look so evil. Like, look at this. They just look like the villains.
Vindicator.
Alright, let's go to the security center, because before they wouldn't talk to us. And now that we've done the trial, they should talk to us. Coming out from an alternate route here. I hope I can get out of here. Okay.
The guards overheard my neighbor forsaking the Great Serpent.
Oh.
What
No.
All must serve.
Not seen him in days.
Ooh, interesting. So he got disappeared. Alright. This is where we stole that gun from.
How did we end up here?
Maybe we should put it into the stolen items locker. I don't think we can use it. Alright, let's talk to this guy.
This city. I can hardly understand. Problem?
Okay, so he doesn't do anything. Was there anybody else in here? Did we go through this? I think we did. Yeah. Okay. So I guess this area is also done. I'd like to get rid of that gun though. We should patrol back out here. Oh well. I suppose technically we could drop it anywhere. Alright. That's too bad because it really is a cool gun. You know what? I'm gonna wait, and I'm gonna put it back where it belongs, offline. Because it might be a reward for something. We might have just screwed that
You
up.
understand what you must do, right, child?
Yes. I will sacrifice the groat in Jinan's name.
Is that hesitation I detect in your voice?
No.
You are a bad liar, child. I understand you may be sad. You raised this growth from infancy, after all. This commitment, though, is important. The dagger that will be fashioned from your growth skull represents your connection, your loyalty to the Great Serpent. All things, even your growth, must serve the Great Serpent, child.
I understand. And I am ready.
Wow, these guys are totally the bad guys. I don't understand what is going on here. Like, why are...
Do you think the Great Serpent is mad at us? I
Yes,
hear some people saying that.
he hates you. Alright, I think that's this lower area complete. Nice floating buttons here.
Like, what would you find fun right now?
I don't know.
But you're the one that's bored all the time.
No, I'm bored too.
So am I.
Some riveting writing here. Alright, let us...
Dazra. It was once so beautiful.
I suppose we should check what this is. Morning ship cockpit. Dazra City, Serpent's Path. Okay, we know what the Serpent's Path is. That's the trial. So I think this is the place where we met all the heads of the houses. Yeah.
How may I assist you?
All right. Cool. So this was the ship that brought them out here. Okay. Well, now we know. Let's go down to the Dazra City. Oh, and we've already checked out this area, right? So that's done. Nice. Making progress.
Just trying to survive one.
So we got the spaceport done. Now we're heading over here. Hop into the Hajjal house. Alright, we got some pillows around a fire. Okay, we got a message. Gotta talk to this guy
Ours is an honored house with a proud legacy. I'm happy to welcome you. Stay as long as you like. I ask only that you respect our privacy.
Nope, I'm gonna investigate every corner. How are you coping with the recent event in the city?
By the mercy of the Great Serpent, my home was spared, and none close to me were lost. However, the suffering of our people is great. I am blessed with resources beyond what many in the city possess, and I have given what I can. I hope that my humble contribution will bring comfort where it is needed.
Is honor very important to you?
It is indeed. The honorable man is remembered and revered long after his passing. His descendants and kin inherit some of that honor for themselves, for they too will be well regarded. The man without honor is cursed to bear the shame of his deeds for all time. He will be shunned by the Great Serpent and dwell in endless darkness.
Wow, okay, so that's that's pretty extreme. By that, by the fact that like he just said that, like there's no hesitation or anything. This household is probably pretty trustworthy. What's the proud legacy you mentioned?
An ancestor of mine earned a reputation as a skilled warrior and courageous leader. She came to earn the respect, admiration, and even devotion of some of our people. By the favor of the Great Serpent, she also amassed a small fortune. This has allowed generations of my family to live in comfort. The greatest treasure, however, is the prestige of the Hajjal name.
Hajjal.
No price can be laid upon that.
All right. Yeah, these guys. This actually seems kind of badass. Actually, I'm kind of liking these guys already. I like the aesthetic of his. Where's his outfit? Oh, he's avoiding me. Like, look at this. It's pretty cool. Looks better in the light, and just like the blue lights. All right, cool. Let's read this. A message from Lijana Dulkef. The Dulkefs are the ones that I'm currently kind of suspicious of. We'll see. We'll see what happens. To Farad Hajta. I received your message and... Oh, so this is to Farud. I received your message and thank you humbly for your words of encouragement. The days have been difficult, and so the support of friends means more to me than ever. I will endeavor to repay your kindness by sharing information that I believe that you should know. I've heard whispers of a new threat. There is talk of ghosts or lost souls appearing from nowhere to attack those unfortunate enough to encounter them. To hear it told, they are exceedingly dangerous. I beg you, please remain within the city walls. I know that you, or perhaps your daughter, might wish to visit Makara's tomb in this troubling time, but I beseech you not to venture out. We have lost so much already. I cannot countenance the thought of saying goodbye to yet another friend. Please be safe, Farud, and keep your daughter safe as well. The Great Serpent will guide us through this calamity. All right, a little bit of information there. So the that clan. I can't remember the names. I'm sorry. They're just so alien to my tongue. So they don't want people wandering around outside. Now that could be because they're legitimately concerned, or it could be that they're up to something out there. Alright, so we have downstairs, we have a door. This is a shower. Nothing special. Sometimes it's hard to tell doors from just like walls. Oh, it's a pantry. Okay. We go downstairs. Little bedroom. Very small bed. Alright. Shrine. These guys are creepy. I do not like them. Okay, we have a second room, a little bit more disorganized. Somebody who lifts some weights. Heavy reader, looks like. Heavy reader, heavy lifter. But, I mean, what really shows the disorganization is this nice little detail here. With the lifted carpet. Where it's not quite laying flat. Remembrances of the Fang. I was very young when our great matron departed from this life, taking her place at the Great Serpent's side among the endless stars. Even so, I do have some memories to share, and I wish to record them before they are claimed by the wasting of mind that comes with the passage of the years. Whoa, this is long. Okay, so this is by Kajiva Hajtal. Makara was tall, strong, exceptionally beautiful. Her hair long and as dark as deep shadow. Her eyes were bright green, and when she stared back at you, you felt as though every secret of your heart were laid bare. She spoke loudly, always, and none dared to interrupt her. I did not see her in battle, but I spoke at length with those who did, and I learned much. She led from the front, always, charging fearlessly into danger. Her stamina in battle was a thing of legend. She never tired and would fight on, while the men at her command knelt and gasped for breath. Okay, so we got some girl boss action going on here. Jeez. Such a lazy and pathetic trope. All right. What is perhaps less well known is that Makara loved to tinker with machines. Oh my goodness, this character's already a Mary Sue, and she's like not even in this universe. It's like they're talking about them in the past tense. Probably will have nothing to do with what we're, the quests and stuff that we're going to go over here. All right. Her quiet hours were spent at a workbench repairing some small trinket or device that she found. She disliked to throw anything away. For her, it was wasteful to discard what could be made whole again. Her funeral, I remember clearly. It seemed as if all the people in the city had come to pay their respects. Such a gathering I have not seen since. Never have I seen such food and drink, nor heard such tales. Those lasted long into the night, well past the time I had fallen asleep, for I am told. Since that day, I have visited her tomb often, praying for the serpent to bestow upon me the strength and courage of Makara, the Fang. Now that many years are nearly spent, now that my years are nearly spent, I know that I know that was not my fate. Okay. I do believe, however, that her likeness will come again. Her blood is our blood, and so perhaps a descendant of the Fang will someday rise to claim glory. Until such a day, we must protect her tomb and keep safe her armaments, that they may serve as a reminder to all of the proud legacy of Makara the Fang. All right. Kind of lazy and pathetic story building. I wonder if the gender of the person in that missive is selected because this character is female, and maybe they're going to say that Molly is a reincarnation of Makara the Fang. That would be interesting. I still don't like it as a storytelling premise. I think it's...
Move, no loitering.
Alright. I say that we head on over up there first. I don't think there's anything over here. I don't know why I'm doing this. Let's go. So there should be a bar over here, I think. Faroon home. Alright. So they don't use their cook pot. It looks like they don't use their family fire circle thing either. I'm starting to get a bad vibe of these folks. And I kind of thought that they were the good guys. Let's just, before we press any weird switches, just get a look around. Alright, let's read it. Dear Mother and Father, it has been a long road, but I have officially been accepted into the keep. I was hoping to tell you this in person, but training begins immediately, and I must depart within the hour. If little Miro misses me, tell him that I have begun my sacred service to defend House Varun and serve the Serpent's will. Training will take several months, and I will be permitted to return home after. But for now, I must say goodbye. Narek. Guess it's just a shade. I wonder how much time they actually spent on just implementing. That's one silly little detail. So this is far less extensive than that other place. This is kind of a sad little home, honestly. It seems like a bachelor apartment. Okay. It's a bachelor apartment with a large area to entertain guests. Somehow I feel like it doesn't get used. It might be the weeds growing in the pot of where they're supposed to be cooking food. Wasn't there a bar? Okay, this is the bar. Alright, who do we have here? Okay, we have a laborer.
Best to keep busy lest you lose your purpose, as well as your home.
There was never a time when I was old enough to be allowed to drink alcohol here.
Are you old enough now? I would hope so. Zamira Valik.
What am I to do now?
What area of the city is this? What are your thoughts on the emergency in Dazra, or you seem concerned? We'll do questions first. This one's interesting because it's inverted. Yeah, let's just go in order. What area of the city is this?
This used to be the neighborhood where most of us common folk lived. Not much of a neighborhood any longer, seeing as there are only a few houses left. That being said, almost all of the noble housing that was closer to the scaled citadel is gone as well. The vortex has spared no one.
What are your thoughts on the emergency in Dazra?
How can anyone even begin to make sense of it all? Hundreds of people gone in an instant, along with most of the city. It is like something out of a nightmare. I feel guilty, to tell the truth. I was supposed to work on the day the cultural center disappeared. I was sick, and my coworker covered for me. And now... they are gone forever. I just cannot stop thinking, why? Why did this have to happen to us?
Because you were meddling with the power of the serpent. Asking yourself questions like that will just drive you crazy. Or this was the serpent's doing. Or that's a question with no answer. You must try and move on. I like the idea of blaming the serpent. Once again, this could really go for having a positive, like showing if it's a positive or a negative connotation. Yeah, this is poorly worded. Because it could be, it was the serpent's doing in the way that people say, you know, God's plan is mysterious or whatever, right?
Is the stress of it all getting to you too?
So it could be like that, where it's like, oh yeah, it's just part of the plan, and it sucks. But if we knew, then we would understand, or maybe even agree. But, or am I saying that this is the serpent's doing, like blaming the serpent, like saying that the serpent is evil? I'd like to start trying to push these people towards thinking that the serpent is evil, but. So let's see if we can do that.
I know that, as nothing else could possibly do this. I just want to know why. I suppose I should not question him and accept that he spared me. I do not want to bring down more misfortune upon me or anyone else.
Alright, so that did kind of come off as the first idea, like the Lord works in mysterious ways, kind of.
It can be hard to get your mind right during times like these.
You worked at the cultural center. What was that like?
It was wonderful while it lasted. The job was stable, good pay, and enjoyable. I always looked forward to the yearly trip the school children would make to the cultural center. I was one of the managers, so I was in charge of cataloging artifacts and creating displays. Most of the center was dedicated to Jinan Varun and the Serpent's Crusade. I do not necessarily agree with some of the content that was on display.
Oh.
But regardless, it is a shame that so much history is now lost to time.
Alright, let's do the you seem concerned.
I am. I lost my job at the cultural center. Or more accurately, the cultural center is lost. It does not even exist anymore. My livelihood is gone. My credits are dwindling, and I do not know what is going to happen to me. The uncertainty is driving me mad.
Well, maybe you shouldn't be wasting your credits on a bar.
I will pray for you.
Kind of a scenic place for a bar. You can look out on this crazy tower. It's being shielded by this weird blue stuff. Alright.
Great serpent keep you.
What? Not looking for company right now.
Okay, so it seems like maybe she'll have something to do in a mission later on.
Vindicator.
Another drink will not hurt. We lost a lot of good people to the vortex. Bar seems much emptier. Quieter.
Where'd that other lady go? Thought that she would at least stick around.
You seem to be doing well. I'll drink to
This
that.
bar is the only thing keeping many people sane.
I'd like to see what you have for sale.
This is what I have.
Probably nothing interesting. We might be able to sell them some stuff, though. Koza. Yeah, fermented goat milk. Yikes. Groat milk. Ugh. And then seaweed wine. Fermented seaweed, hints of umami and salt pairs well with fish. There are no fish around here. Alright, let's see what we can sell to this person. Looks like they accept quite a few things. Okay, these are those two have weight. Some of these drugs I'd actually really like to start using more of. Alright, we'll get rid of that. Oh, we definitely don't need as much of this as we have. Yeah, sneaky stuff might be good to have. All this stuff, all these medical units that take up weight, probably worth getting rid of. We don't do melee. Actually, how does Battle Stim rack up against Heart Plus? Plus 20 health for 2 minutes. 200. Okay. Yeah, I think that the Heart Plus is probably better. Because you get more health, too. In addition to the resistance. So let's get rid of the Battle Stim. Okay, we can't get rid of it anymore. All right. So do we check back here? That's the bathroom. That's not a door. All right, I guess that's our bar. Now we're back here. We haven't gone over here yet. Alright, same kind of common area. With only one pillow, that's interesting. The cooking station is going, though. So we have a bedroom. All right. Bilal Adlam's diary. I have made my peace with Amelia's insolence. That boy was born with a devil inside him and will never listen to reason. No, it is Boral's recent impudence that disturbs me. I caught Boral sneaking food to Amelia after his mother sent him to bed hungry. This is the third time I caught him doing so, and for it he got 3 smacks with the rod. He apologized quickly, so at least he is capable of showing respect, unlike his brother. But this recent trend has grown worrisome. I fear that Amelia's attitude has begun to rub off on his older brother. Is Amelia the guy who sold the urn? The names just kind of sound the same to me. One of the tricks that I do in my own writing is, like, I try to make the names much closer to the character. Like, very much unlike real names. Kind of, you pulp it a little bit by making it so that, so that a name very clearly goes with the character, you know. Regarding inheritance. Borhal, please accept my condolences on the death of your mother. She was a great woman, a model citizen, and a generous benefactor. As you well know, benevolent even in death, she has left a parting gift for you, her firstborn. I do worry that your mother's death will affect Amelia. It is unfair, but it falls to you to look after him now, discipline him, and keep him out of trouble. Your mother and father were hard on him out of necessity. They did what they did out of love, in hopes to turn him into a worthy heir to the family's fortune. Sadly, it seems they did not succeed. So unfortunately, Amelia cannot be trusted with your parents' wealth, and your mother has left all her belongings and capital to you. Borhal, I understand that this may be a shock, and that Amelia will inevitably resent this decision. But it was a wise one. Do not let Amelia manipulate you into relinquishing any of this. Your mother and father were adamant that this is your money, and yours alone. Great Serpent be with you in this time of mourning. Zarina Mer, Executor. Alright. Interesting. Assuming that those are the people who I think they are. A letter to my darling. 5 years ago today I lost you, and yet you still visit me in my dreams every anniversary. Do you truly love me so much? I doubt I am worth going through the trouble. It was wonderful to see you again, darling, to hug you, to feel your warmth, to smell you, to taste your lips, to see your smile, your beautiful smile, that I thought I would be deprived of forever. But then I woke up. I am afraid that I must ask a cruel thing of you. Please, darling, you must stop visiting me. I am not strong enough to handle the heartbreak of waking from these perfect fantasies, to be ripped back into a cold reality where you are dead, and there's nothing I can do about it, save joining you. It's more than I can take. I love you, but you know that already, right? My heart is forever yours. You have ripped it out of my chest. Brutal. All right. Did I miss anything? So this is just storage, bedroom, another bedroom. We should check the names of these folks against the two that are arguing. Wait a second, what's going on here? We're all turned around. Wait, what? So he came down here. I thought that they had one of those big circles with the fire. I guess they don't. Alright, I guess that's that. Much smaller condo than I thought. Well, what about that back entrance then? Because this place has a back entrance, right? Oh, here we go. Here's where the fire is. And this might be the back entrance that I was referring to. Maybe not. I must have been thinking about a different place. Yeah, I think I was thinking of a different place. Anyway, I think we should probably wrap this up here. Another episode of just exploring and chatting with folks. We'll get back to combat here pretty soon, I hope. But until then, thank you very much for joining me. I hope that you enjoyed this. And if you have, please like, maybe comment, maybe share, maybe subscribe. New episodes every day at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, US and Canada. I'm Cobalt Thorium, and I hope to catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.